Welcome back to Witchtober day 26. So this one, I think it's just called a Witchy Tag. I don't know, it's a little bit longer. It's between the two. It's 22 questions. So let's jump in, see how many repeated questions we can find. Oh, I hope this wasn't supposed to be one that you had a specific time to do this. Number 1 is New Year's resolutions. Do you believe in them? I do. Do I stick with them? No. But I try. And some years I get closer every time that I try. Like, I've always been like, I'm gonna try and upload on a regular schedule and then daily. And I've been doing almost daily, so nailing it. And then I'm like, I get close to that, so I move the goalpost. Now, next year it's 2 channels daily, plus Patreon, and publishing monthly. I'm fine. I'm not crazy. It'll happen. Oh, why or why not? I feel like having your New Year's resolution is fine. It gives you something to focus on and it motivates you to do stuff. And the more times you do the same thing every year, you kind of have to eventually reevaluate, like, does it really matter to you? Because some of them, I'll be like, I don't care. And then some I'm like, I actually do care. Why am I not doing it? And then you do the shadow work to figure out why you're not doing the thing. Number 3, what is your favorite color or colors? I love black. That's one of my top favorites. And then from there, I like them all. I usually gravitate towards either purple or green, or like orange are kind of my go-tos. I'm not much of a pink or a yellow kind of a person, or like a light blue. It's usually not my speed. Does your favorite color hold magical or emotional meaning for you? I grew up as an emo kid. Dude, black is my jam. And every employer ever's like, well, that's not a color. And you're like, it is though. Can you pick it as a paint swatch to do your wall? Then yes, it's color. So I love black. And it's great magic for protection, and also it sucks in a lot of energy for me instead of reflecting it off. And so yeah, I love black. And it's just a pretty color. Like, have you ever seen, like, when it's done well? It gives everything this elegance and just this grace. And like, white feels like you were in a mental institution. So just know, black forever and always. 5, do you use substances for divination or meditation? I am the most prudish witch ever. I am so sorry, but if you can't do magic with a sober mind, you're not doing magic. I'm so mean, I'm sorry. But not really, because like, you're not doing magic, you're just high. Oh, I answered 6, which is why or why not. Because no. I also just don't like to be around it in general. Like, being in Utah's probably a good thing because a lot of the Mormons don't drink, they don't do any kind of drugs. But then they also would argue that I do drugs because I have green tea. And that's obviously a sin because tea. Number 7, what is your favorite part of your practice? I think the favorite part of mine is the freedom to just do whatever I want. Like, the eclectic part of being a witch is my favorite part because you get to explore so many different things and just try things out and see if it works and if it doesn't for you. And it doesn't really hurt anyone if you try different things. 8, what is the least favorite part of your practice? The lack of community. Like, I really actually started to research a little bit into it because, like, when we have kids, I would love for them to grow up with a community that we didn't, like, me and my husband didn't really have a lot of kids around, and like we didn't have that sense of community. And I've seen some pagans talk about, like, they've joined like a UU church to get that community space, because getting a coven space is like super duper rare. And so the UU spaces typically have like a pretty open-minded community. They are like the ones that I've heard from other witches, like they're really great for like hosting a variety of different celebrations and stuff. And I was like, ooh, cool. And then they have like a thing for like kids, and it was so great. And then it's like, but our main core practice that we come from is Christian. And you're like, damn it. Like, couldn't it just universal be like, we just talk to divine. That's it. We try different systems, we talk about it, whatever. And it was a bummer, because I was really hoping that they would have like a witchy equivalent of, like, even if it's like the Christian services are on Sundays, the Buddhist practices are on Mondays, whatever. And then like the witches are on Wednesdays, because obviously, you know, whatever. But no, that wasn't a thing, and it was a bummer. And I hate how we don't have community. We really don't. And if you can find it, it is so rare, and appreciate it every day, because that's not a common thing at all. Most of us are solitary. How do you feel your practice has grown over time? I feel like I have really moved away from trying to do things the way you're supposed to by the book and do the things like a lot of the books tell you to. Because like, to be perfectly honest, I'm really moving towards a new title of like everyday practical witch, because like that's my speed. I don't need to do a lot of fancy stuff. I do what gets the job done. Like blessing my tea, I don't cast circle. I don't pre-charge everything under the full moon. I just make my tea and go about my day. And I feel like younger me would have had an issue with that you had to do all of the things. You had to call the elements, you had to do it all proper. And I'm like, meh, it's close enough. 10, is there a show or movie that inspires you? Yes. So also, I guess I should have mentioned that yesterday for Samhain. I usually always try and watch Spirit of Albion, that movie, or Tales from Albion, something like that. The show where the gods come to life. It's a short movie. It's obviously very homemade and it's adorable and I love it. And it has the gods come to life and sing Dave the Bard's music. So good. I watch it every year and that inspires me every year. Do you have a familiar? I don't actually believe in familiars. Is that bad? I feel like people are gonna be mad about that. I don't think it's real. Do you recommend any YouTube channels? I love Kellyanne Maddox. She's pretty good. I started way too confident with that gonna be a list. Well, the thing is, all of the channels I used to watch are pretty much gone. So, like, Kellyanne's one of the last remaining ones. I sometimes watch The Witch's Cookery. She's good. But she's also kind of pushing a lot by my stuff. And I don't like content creators that do that. She's got like a retreat or something that she's doing. So it kind of feels like, at least on Instagram, she's pushing that a lot. And, but her content's good. It's really pretty. It's very well done. Very aesthetically pleasing, if that's your thing. But yeah, other than that, there's not a lot that post on the regular. And I don't know. It's either like you're kind of a sellout and you're just trying to do the trendy things, or they're gone. So I don't have, if you want non-YouTube channel, not YouTube, you know what I mean, witchcraft YouTube channels, I got plenty. You want Travel Super Enthused is amazing. If you want, like, because we watch a lot of Disney ones, so it's like, we watch, what is their freaking channel name? It's the chick, she's got like a mole or something here, and she's really funny and super cute, and her boyfriend, husband, dude, I can't remember their name, but they say the Mexican like words for like the foods that they try perfectly, and then I look at it and I'm like, how do you know how to say that? You make it look so easy. But I think they're from like at least Southern California, so they know how to actually say the words. But they're adorable. I love them. And there's also Ordinary Adventures. I love watching those guys, but they're not witchy at all. Not even in the slightest. 13, name something you must do daily for your mental and emotional well-being or for your practice. I have to drink fucking water. Like, that's the most stupid answer. But like, seriously, if I do not drink water, I am not okay. Physically, I feel like crap. Emotionally, I'm a roller coaster. Spiritually, I don't even care. I have to drink my water. And it's so dumb, but it makes such a difference. Like 64 ounces plus a day of water. Game changer. I have to do that every single day. 14, what is something that started as an obstacle but now you can see as a blessing? Oh, all of my shitty jobs. They were awful and I hated them, and it was like, why can't the universe just let me be full-time doing what I love? And now it actually makes sense. I needed the skills that I learned from those jobs and I apply them now to what I do. Just like there was one, I worked for a tech company for a while as their content creator, and I ended up learning how to use an editing software that I now use every day. And I would not have learned about it at all without working there. And like my last job, I needed the dedication to work in any spare moment I had to get my career going because I knew it wouldn't happen any other way. And that push and that dedication to keep showing up and really getting real with my time, now it has allowed me to get to where I can do this and not feel overwhelmed. Which do you prefer, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok? YouTube. Instagram and Facebook, same company, very big, pushing on the ads. TikTok, it's a very toxic community, and like, I like to watch it, kinda, but it's more just to kill time than anything. 16, what do you feel is missing from our witchy community? We don't have a community anymore, guys. Like, we used to, when one person would make a tag video, the whole internet would do the same thing. That would be the thing, like the whole community. There used to be a Facebook group that everyone was really active in, and it was a whole thing, and you felt like you were part of something, and people were way more casual. Like, we don't have that casual vibe anymore. It's very, everyone's fighting to be like the influencer type. Or on the opposite spectrum, they're too casual to be reliable. Because if you post once every 3 to 7 months, why should I care? Like, it's not someone I'm gonna get committed into and like actually genuinely care to watch, because you're not there all the time. I want consistency, and I want it to be genuine, and we don't have that anymore. We don't have any sense of a community, really. 17, how much space do you use for supplies and spell work? I have a whole witchy room to answer that. 8, how many altars do you have in your home? 1 that's behind you, 2 that's for the ancestors, and 3 that I think is going to be a project for next year. 19, what is your favorite Sabbath? It used to be Samhain, and I still love it, but I really think Yule is my favorite anymore, because like, I really love gift giving, I love the decor, I love the vibe, and it's just a chill time, and like not working really helps to appreciate it, because like, when I used to have to work through my sacred days really bothered me, and now I'm like excited to like make cookies and like decorate the house. Like, I'm pumped for Yule. I'm already doing my shopping. I'm ready to get a little tree set up and start putting stuff underneath it in preparation so that when I get the big tree up, then I can put it up. I like Yule. 20, do you prefer tarot, runes, oracle deck, or a pendulum? I hate the pendulum. I never get a good answer. I like my oracle decks. I like the runes more for magic. And I would like to learn the tarot more. 21, are you out of the broom closet? We're having this conversation, so yeah. Oh God, 22, who do you tag in this video? You, dear viewer, you are hereby tagged, because I don't know any other channels that really watch mine. So I don't know. If Kellyanne or Joey happens to watch this and you didn't already do this, or maybe your answers have changed, redo it. But I highly doubt that they're watching my stuff. So anyways, thank you to my patrons, and until next time, blessed be.